Rescue teams in India have freed dozens of construction workers who were trapped in a collapsed tunnel in the Himalayas. The workers had been there since November 12th when a landslide caused a section of the Himalayan highway tunnel there to collapse.
After 17 long, arduous days, the search and rescue mission is hailed as a success.
All the workers have been rescued. They are safe and doctors have examined them. All of them have been sent to hospital.
The 41 men survived for over 2 weeks in the collapsed tunnel, thanks to a supply of oxygen and food provided to them through narrow pipes that rescuers managed to get through.
It was a very challenging task. The workers struggled inside the tunnel non-stop for more than 16 days. And outside, the whole country was struggling with them.
Throughout the rescue operations, family members held out hope, many waiting outside the tunnel for days, until finally good news started to trickle in.
After so many days, my brother is about to come out. Whatever I'm feeling now, after they actually get out, it'll be something else.
One by one, rescuers finally pulled out all the men through a passageway they made out of welded pipes. They were transferred to a hospital where they will be kept under medical supervision before being reunited with their families.
Let's get more from journalist Shalu Yadav, who joins us from New Delhi. Well, welcome, Shalu. What more can you tell us about this rescue?
Well, it's been called a Himalayan success here by local TV news media, and rightly so. It's a huge victory for the multiple rescue teams, that had been at it for the last 17 days, and they hit multiple roadblocks as well along the way, but they didn't stop. And the rat hole miners, who were brought in last night to drill through the last 12 meters, that stood between these rescue workers and those who were stranded inside. They are being celebrated as the last-minute heroes, the finishers, so to say, here for bringing a cracking end to this nail-biting operation here. It was a mammoth task, and they went in. The rescue workers went in with multiple-prong strategy. They tried vertical drilling, they tried horizontal drilling, and they tried drilling through the mouth of the tunnel. And finally, when the auger machine failed to sort of go into the last 12 meters, these rat hole miners were brought in, and finally a success, to this hugely anticipated piece of news from the region, and the workers have finally been brought out. They've been taken to the hospital to check on their mental health to start with, and then they'll be kept under observation for some time, after which they can finally go home. But huge amount of celebrations on the ground by the family and by the families of all of these workers who were stranded, and we're also seeing visuals from the homes of these family members in different states of India, and they are seen celebrating Diwali. Remember, these workers were stranded on the 12th of November, which was the Hindu festival of Diwali, and they didn't get to wish their family members back home. And so Diwali has come late for them, but surely it's a momentous one, and one that they will remember for the rest of their lives.
And so how did they manage to survive for 2 weeks underground?
Well, the initial few days were tough for them because, the rescue workers could only get a small pipeline in through which they could only send in some dry snacks and some dry fruits and oxygen and things like a mobile charger and, mobile phones as well. But then it was only in the last few days that they managed to have their first breakthrough, wherein they could send in a pipe which was big enough, wide enough to send in some hot meals for these workers. And so, that kept their spirits up and kept them going, a set of hot meals 3 times a day. And then we had a team of doctors and psychiatrists who were regularly in touch with them, checking on their spirits and, mental health as well. And these workers had a stretch of about 1.5 kilometers inside, and they could sort of take long walks in there to keep themselves busy. Some of them were also, we heard from officials that, they told them to do some yoga, to keep themselves sort of calm through this tough phase. And, their efforts have paid. And the Home Minister has just tweeted saluting their grit for staying in and staying strong for so long.
All right, that's a great end to a nail-biting story. Thank you so much for talking us through it. Journalist Shalu Yadav in New Delhi.